Good morning.
Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing. University of Kansas and University of Missouri meet in the Liberty Bowl. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. That's not true, by the way. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing. You guys got it?
Move back here.
Thank you.
I just put one on the voting list. Thank you.
I'll put one on. You guys good? Testing. 1 2. No. rushed.
Let me know. You still got work.
All right. Really, as far as the injuries go, Deion Bush was really the only one that had anything. He hurt his elbow, and he should be fine, but it was hurting. The crowd was unbelievable tonight. It was a great welcome for the Rams. Sean does a heck of a job with that football team, and they've had a lot of injuries, so he's battling through all of that. But it was a good opponent, and I was proud of our guys for the job that they did of definitely not taking them lightly, coming out and playing good aggressive football on both sides of the ball. And then I better not slight the American Heritage Game today too. We sure welcome that in our. So, anyways, but it was a great night to have that and coming out with a nice victory. So, got to do a little better in the red zone. That's a place we're normally pretty good, but we were off just a tick tonight, and we'll go back to the drawing board on that and make sure we take care of that. It was good to get Allegretti in there and playing. I thought he did a nice job, as did the offensive line. Pat had another big night, and with 300 plus yards, and we kind of take those for granted, but not easy to do. Defensively, I thought we just played a heck of a football game, whether it was Bolton or Cook stepping in and doing a nice job. 38 comes back in, has a huge pick for us to kind of end things for us. Anyways, the defensive front I thought played well, strong against the run and the pass. Anyways, with that, time's yours.
Andy, you brought up the red zone problems. Is there something you can put your finger on there for why it wasn't working down there?
Yeah. There is, but I'm not going to tell you because we got to play Cincinnati, coming up here.
And statistical dominance was pretty significant most of the game, but the score didn't really reflect that. Is there anything to the idea that at some point you guys just you're pushing the other team around, and I don't know if they lose focus or did you feel like they were?
No, they did. Listen, they did a good job. We're not playing a JV team. That defense is one top 10 defense. So I mean, it's not like they're no good. So they did a nice job against us, and that's all part of it. But in between red zones, there we sure moved the ball well. But a lot of good things happened there.
Sorry, is the change of punt returner permanent this time?
Well, we'll see. That wasn't a very good showing for him, although he came back and had that nice catch right after that, which for a young kid to kind of get that out of his mind, I thought was a plus.
Coach, it looked like
Is it for Nick Allegretti to have to go against Aaron Donald? How'd you feel that the line?
Yeah, Aaron's a pretty good player, so that's a big challenge. But he did a nice job. I thought Andy Heck had a nice scheme set up to work it, slides and so on with him. But both he and 54, you better be on your A game because both those two are good football players.
on Donald, it looked like he flashed a few times, and you guys really kind of settled down after that. Was something you guys did, or just get into the game flow?
Probably more in the flow than anything different there.
Coach Reed, 13 wins for Patrick Mahomes in the month of November. I mean, you sit back and look at that number; it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, no, that is. Yeah, November's over too, so I mean that's on to December. But no, he's an amazing guy, amazing player. So we're lucky to have him here, and but yes, I agree.
Juju got back in the action after being out for a week. Looked like he didn't have any rust at all. What'd you think of how he?
I thought he did a good job. We didn't get him the ball enough in the first half, and that's my responsibility to do that. But in the second half, he sure started off nice with some big plays for us.
We're going to talk to Nick Bolton here, but he was in on a dozen tackles, maybe more.
Yeah,
What in particular is he doing so well right now?
Yeah, well, his instincts. I mean, Spags has mentioned that to you, but his instincts, his ability to tackle in tight areas, and then also in the field, I think, is big. I mean, he'll tell you that it helps to have a good defensive line too. So he's having definitely an All-Pro type season. He's a heck of a football player.
Playing with Juju concerted effort just to ease him back in snap-wise, it seemed like he had a little bit less.
Yeah, we were trying to rotate all the guys in as we went, and Juju was part of that. So we weren't sure early in the week where he was going to be at. So the other guys had some numbers called there. Okay, we good? Yep.
Nick, any rhyme or reason to why there's been such a breakthrough with turnovers, both for the team and personally with you?
Yeah, I kind of feel like our D-line did a hell of a job again today, generating pressure, getting the hands up. Shout out to Close on that pick. That's basically 75% him, 25% me. So I give him credit on that one. But also, we're just kind of catching the balls that come to us. So we had a couple ones early in the year that we just dropped. So we just kind of made a focus on that and just get the ones they give us and just execute down the stretch and try to get our hands on as many footballs as we can.
What do you think was the key to your ability to hold the Rams down? I know it didn't kind of quarterback you today, but what was the key part to your defense today?
Yeah, I feel like we tackled pretty good today. I kind of feel like down the stretch, we were able to tackle well, forcing them to throw check downs, especially when they needed points at the end. We played everything deep to short. OJ ended up getting a pick on a dipper route. He's played top down on that one, and also me as well. I ended up getting a hand on the ball. I was playing deep to short and caught that one. I kind of feel like that kind of helped us down the stretch. We stopped the run. We had one special run, I believe, 38 yards. We could have stopped out and we just got to tackle a little bit better on that play. But other than that, I feel like our front played pretty good and our secondary covered very well.
How much confidence are you guys playing with right now as a unit? How much confidence?
Oh, yeah, we're going every single day. We're just still not where we want to be. We're still going every single day trying to be the best versions of ourselves. And I just started saying, some come back in on Tuesday and go back to work. We're progressing every single week. A lot of young guys are still stepping up, making plays for us. Willie coming back helps a lot. Frank is generating a lot of pressure. Carlos as well, and Chris is doing his thing. One of the best he tackles in football.
Nick, how much of a point of focus was it to make sure the quarterback didn't get you on the ground?
Yeah, he killed us kind of early on the ground in that aspect of the game. He's a good football player, able to spin plays, especially out to his right with his eyes downfield, and made a couple good plays for them down the stretch. And we were able to execute, still find a way to get stops and sudden changes, and get them off the field on third downs.
Nick, obviously, congratulations on tonight, but I gotta ask you about the Tigers yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you get to watch? Were you watching?
Absolutely. I'm very excited, man. I got two coaches on both sides that I respect a lot, Coach Drink and Coach Odom. So I got guys on both sides of that rivalry as well. So it was good seeing those guys go out there and compete, and always in my Z, baby.
Nick, what stands out to you the most as you get ready to play Cincinnati? What stands out to you the most about last year and the second half there, and how much did it affect how you went into the offseason?
Cincinnati, they got us twice last year. We didn't tackle very well, and we didn't tackle the quarterback. We had a lot of missed opportunities last year to kind of end the game with sacks and getting behind the sticks. No, we didn't do that. So that kind of sticks out on me, and I also had 2 drop interceptions, I believe, that game. So that's kind of one of those things kind of stung in the offseason. I looked back at the game and watched it.
Sort of send you into the offseason with a little, I don't know if it's a little edge or motivation, but did that game linger with you a little?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't think I played very good personally. So I feel like this year I had to come in and be better for our defense to be where it needs to be. And I spent a lot of time on that one in the offseason.
All right.
Yep. Thank you.
Hold on 1 second. All right, got it.
Patrick, just in general, what's your takeaway from winning this game the way you guys did?
Yeah, I mean, I thought defense played well. Obviously, some special teams, some offense we got to clean up. The defense kept us in the game, got some turnovers for us, got some big stops after some turnovers that we made. But especially in the red zone, we got to execute at a higher level. I got to execute at a higher level, and I got to stop. I got to take out like the one dumb play I make every game, it seems like. So if I can take that out, I think we'll be all right.
I'm guessing you mean the pass in the end zone.
Is
there a no look? It looked like
no, it wasn't a no look. I was going to throw it to Trav, and then at the last second, I didn't think I could get it in. It was one of those, like, I tried to pull it down a little bit, and I threw it directly into the dude's stomach. So just got to make sure that I don't do that, especially in the red zone, because those are ones that kill you in big games. And so obviously you'd like to win, but we got a lot to get better at offensively, especially starting with me.
Something else you can put your finger on for why you guys maybe struggled a little more than usual in the red zone?
No, I mean, they did a good job. At the end of the day, they got great players. They still have a great defense over there. They did a great job of kind of passing off crossers down there. They were in the right spots, kind of where I wanted to go. So, I mean, they had a good game plan. I have to find ways to execute at a higher level, get it to those guys in space. And when we do have chances, we have to make sure that we get in the end zone. So that's just something that we can go back on film and get better at.
Patrick, you mentioned great players, and obviously the Rams have Aaron Donald. After that first series, he seemed almost disappeared. But what did you think of your blocking scheme to handle Aaron Donald?
Yeah, I think they did a great job, man. They stayed with it. Those guys are going to fight to the very end. They're competitors. And so we had Nick in there, who's played a lot of big games for us. And so throwing him in there with those other guys, they battled the entire game and gave us chances to score points. And so I'm always proud of those guys that they continue to get better and better. We'll win a lot of football games. Yeah, I mean, they played a lot of zone coverages, and then when they played man, they put Jalen on them, which we kind of expected. But, I mean, they did a good job. I got to be better. Like I said, like I missed a lot of open guys from the tablet, it looked like, so we'll see on the film. So I just got to be better. And just little things here and there. When you're playing a good defense, you got to execute at a higher level. So I'll make sure to go back and work on my fundamentals and get back to it. No, but I know it was a good one because he was my primary read. And some of those plays, when he's a man coverage, you just let him work. And so I didn't know what he was going to do, honestly, because he had a deep crosser, but those are some of those routes sometimes that he just breaks out. So I was just kind of hanging on there. I know he made a good move, got him the ball a little behind him, but he ended up making a good run after catch and then scoring a touchdown.
Patrick, when you see a guy like Pacheco continue to have success, it's a kid who kind of runs like he would run through a brick wall. I mean, what does that say about his character and how much he puts into playing on the field?
Yeah, he's got the right attitude. He's going to continue to run. He's going to get those extra yards, which are big. And he's going to continue to push to get better and be better. And so in this league, you want those young backs to continue to just push to get better, find ways to be more patient, find ways to hit the hole harder. And he's done a great job of that. And that running back room was big for us today and has been big for us the last few weeks here.
Patrick, with Cincinnati up next, we spoke about this a little bit at camp, but I wonder just the place of that last game in your heart and mind after last season, and what stuck with you about that second half.
I mean, it's not a good place. I mean, they beat us. I played terrible in the second half, and we lost at home. That could have sent us to a Super Bowl. So we'll be ready to go this next week for sure.
Took a little something away from it in particular, though, in terms of what you learned.
Yeah, I mean, you learn that you got to just continue to push. You can't be satisfied with where you're at. We scored a lot of points in the first half. We went in kind of thinking we were going to just kind of coast to the Super Bowl, but they're a team that's going to fight. So they're going to fight to the very end. That's why they were in the Super Bowl. And so we have to make sure that we go in with two great halves of football and however long it takes.
Patrick, we've been talking about how good the Rams defense has been this whole press conference. Obviously, you guys are a good offense, but facing a defense like that, and winning tonight and having some success there on the field, does that build confidence, or is this offense already just very good?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta be better. I mean, obviously it's a great defense. We have a ton of respect for them, but we moved the ball kind of between the 20s, and it seemed like when we got down there in goal-to-goal situations, we weren't able to score. And then when defense got turnovers, we weren't able to score. And so we pride ourselves on those two things: the red zone offense. We spent a ton of time in training camp on it. And then scoring after turnovers. Those are where games are won. And so we got to be better. We got to be better there, and we understand that. And it starts with me of just getting the ball in my hand and get it to the right guy on time.
Last four. Back here in the back. Sky Moore, a pretty good pass for a rookie.
Oh, yeah. Sky can throw. I think he played quarterback in high school. And so that was kind of his first attempt. But, Coach Reed, once he sees he can throw a spiral, he might come back to it. So we'll see if we can maybe get that into the game plan a little bit more.
This has kind of been the theme of 10 different receivers today. Just where are you at a place where you kind of feel like comfortable going to 10 different guys?
Yeah, I think I've gotten you get more and more comfortable as the season goes on. You get more and more reps. And so there's even spots where tight ends will come in. There may be a play call to Travis that I'll throw to Jody or throw to Noah because we have built that confidence in them that they're going to get open as well. And so we've kind of rotated the receivers in and out. I think it makes us a better team. And so those guys all have confidence that when they get in, they're going to make a play, and I'm going to give them chances too.
Patrick, 13 straight for you in the month of November. What makes this month so good for you?
Yeah, I think our team just gets better and better as the season goes on. You just want to build. You want to be good at the beginning of the year, obviously, but you want to be playing your best football at the end of the year. And so Coach Reed and all our coaches do a great job of just continue to give us more and more and let us be better and better. And it takes games like today, whenever the offense isn't playing great, the defense has to play great. And so when you have a good team, that's when you win games at this time of the year.
Patrick, looking at your team, because I know we talked about the Rams, but obviously your team, your defense only gave up 10 points. What does it say about where your defense is at, especially when you had the interception, but then defense came back and picked them off to get you back in the scoring position?
Yeah, they had a lot of big plays in the game. I think kind of let us handle the game, I guess, with a little bit of a room for cushion with the offense not playing well. I mean, if you think about the drop punt, them getting them right out of field goal range immediately with George's sack, and then kind of shutting the door there. You think about after the interception in the red zone, in the end zone, that could be a momentum builder, and they get the interception right back. I mean, there's a lot of young guys over there, and you can see them maturing as the year goes on. And so as those young guys get better and better, to add in with the vets that we have on that side, I think they can be a really good side of the ball, and they make this team really good.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Get some good stuff.
Isaiah, you got your first touchdown as a starter. Talk about that feeling. It seemed like you were a little hyped after that.
Definitely I was hyped. I was excited. For me, just thankful for the O-line and the scheme that we ran. It all started at practice on Monday this week.
Take us through your touchdown celebration.
It's a little Uzi dance. It's called Shake That. I don't want to say that, but yeah, I shook it. So, definitely good feeling. People back at home probably watch it. A little Jersey club, a little mixture. So representing Jersey always got to.
You think you could take Little Uzi on in a dance off or not?
I'm sorry, excuse me?
You think you could take Little Uzi on in a dance off or not?
I wouldn't say that, but I probably can because I'm from Jersey, from Philly. So there's a little mixture between the dances there.
Did you have family here today?
Yes, I did. I had my aunt come down from California, drove 20 hours to get here. So, I couldn't be a great atmosphere to be in and blessed. Marlene, Brazil. She married, so she was Pacheco. She got married, so my uncle's here as well too. Right. Yeah. Thank you.
How do you feel like you're progressing in the Chiefs offense today? I think today is the most carries you've had, 22 carries. How do you feel like you're progressing with the offense with the number of reps that you're getting?
Just day by day going through the motions. Never a day that I go by where I'm satisfied. Just keep working, keep coming in the building with the same mindset, same attitude. When I get out there, it's time to roll. And when we're rolling, we're going fast. And y'all can see today, we get a good momentum going, get rolling early.
I think this is the third straight game with at least 15 carries. What has it meant to you that the team and Andy that's kind of leaned into you as the back here?
Doesn't really matter the carries, how many reps, how many play. I do whatever to help the team win. For me, just keep working hard at practice. So when it comes out in the games, we can execute on a fast pace.
It's a physical game. We know that. You got pretty good pop down there in the red zone and jump right up, let them know it didn't hurt, right? Is that an important part to make sure they know they didn't get the best of you?
Yeah, definitely. Always almost not afraid to, but that bounce right there is to let them go. I'm not tired. I'm ready to keep rolling. For me, the leaders, they're being leaders. And for me, as a leader, as I was a leader growing up, 4-year captain at a high school. I was a freshman as a captain all 4 years in high school. So for me, the leadership mentality has always grown with me. For me to just continue to be myself and build off of the mentality that the older guys have in the room and keep pushing the O-line. I'm a dog. I'm going to keep working, and I'm thankful to be here. Excuse me? Just getting up, and they see once you got that juice, that momentum bouncing off the ground, you're excited and you're coming right back to the huddle and giving them pounds. Let's keep rolling, man. 4 yards, that's all we need to win it down.
Isaiah, you said success started Monday. What happened Monday?
Monday is at practice. Once we start that tape, once we start that film, it's time to get ready for the next opponent. And for me, it's just focus in, lock in.
This was Ronald's first action. What did you see from him?
Definitely a great leader out there. In practice, we're going to push each other, compete. So when it's time for on the field in the game, we're able to execute.
Isaiah, I talked to Justin Reed in the locker room after the game. He said you were one of his favorite players on the offense. What's it mean that the leaders of the team still look to you?
You know, as a young guy growing up, looking at these players, watching them, never been attended a football game, NFL game. So for me to play in one, to show who I really am, just continue to be myself. Don't change. Let the game speak for itself. Thank you.
I almost did. My brain was on this way.
How you doing, Tara?
Getting hard. I like that as a lead. Marlene in the house.
Out of all the people I reached out to, I only had to do one.